I often get asked what is going on with all the new construction communities here in Greenville County. I want to share that with you in this video and tell you a whole lot more about the new construction world in Greenville. Hi, I'm Evan Whaley, your favorite Greenville realtor. Almost half of the homes that are for sale are actually new construction properties here in Greenville. We've got over 150 different new construction communities here in Greenville and Spartanburg County, according to New Home Source. Why do we have so much new construction? Well, one of the first reasons we'd have to say is because we have such a high population growth. We have almost 2.5 people moving to Greenville every single day. And we didn't have the resale inventory for a long period of time because you had so many people coming in and so few people leaving because Greenville is such an awesome place to live. So when you have that, you've got to find housing for all of these people. So that's been one key reason. A second key reason we've seen is because Greenville's seen all of this growth and we had so much available land. So Greenville had a lot of opportunities for builders to come in and put properties on them so that people actually had opportunities for housing. When we look at the new construction communities here as a whole in Greenville, we really have a range of pretty much anything that you're looking for. We've got everything from a $250,000 property that can either be a single family or a townhouse, depending on what area of town you're going to, all the way to multi-million-dollar properties that are being built. When we look at the bottom end of that range as far as budget, you're going to see a much smaller home, typically a smaller lot, and when you get higher up into the millions, of course, some of those locations can be within walking distance to our downtown, or they could have really large lots, or they're built by some of the finest custom builders in town. So you've got a really wide range there for whoever is looking at new construction and opportunities, because there's really something there for everyone. When we're talking about finding something for everyone, there's a lot of communities that offer a lot of different kind of amenities, and there's some that don't really have any amenities at all, and maybe the HOA fees are lower, maybe there's not even an HOA. So depending on what you're looking for, if you're that person that's looking for pickleball and a pool and a community center, there are opportunities for that. But there are also opportunities if you're the person that really just wants a very minimal HOA that just has some governance to make sure that your neighbors take care of their properties, or even no HOA at all. So there really is a wide range, and that's what's so important to really work with a real estate advisor that knows the new construction world so they can guide you through the process and help point you in the right direction. One of the biggest things that we've really seen in the new construction world, and why I've really talked about new construction so much, is the incentives that they're offering. You know, everything, of course, that you get with new construction as far as having a new house, having your warranties, having a brand new roof, HVAC unit, etc. Those are things that are so attractive to buyers already. But new construction has also offered a lot of opportunities on the financing side for people. Everything from buying down their interest rate to closing cost incentives to even reducing the price of the build. Because like I mentioned, almost 1 out of every 2 homes that are for sale on the market are new construction, so they're finding a way to compete with each other. As we've had more and more of an influx of people coming here, they want to make sure that their property stands out the most. So that's something that you really see. Now, not all builders are offering these kinds of incentives because they may just not have the resources to offer it, or maybe their product is so attractive already that they don't have to offer that. So it's just something to keep in mind, but there are a lot of builders that are offering these things. So if you're someone that wants to shop within a certain budget, or you want to make sure that you're controlling your interest rate, and you want to make sure that you're getting lower closing costs, new construction could be a really incredible option for you. Earlier I mentioned 2.5 people are moving to Greenville, South Carolina every day. A lot of people start to get really worried when they hear those numbers of an increasing population, and they worry about job growth. The great news is we've got a lot of really large companies that have either moved into the area or expanded their presence here in the area. Greenville has a very large manufacturing sector in its community, and that really drives a lot of the population growth and a lot of the job opportunities. When we look, there's Michelin, there's GE, there's BMW, there's so many other people that are in this space. Even Tesla moved into the area recently, and they're offering so many job opportunities, which is bringing people to the area and just continuing to fuel the growth of the current population. What we've seen, because we've had all of this job growth and we've had all these people move here, is that of course you're going to need housing around those new plants and those new facilities. So we're seeing a lot of new construction communities pop up around all of these big large companies because they know that people want a quicker commute to work. Most of these job opportunities that I mentioned are kind of at the end of Greenville County, closer to Spartanburg County. Specifically, one of the areas we've seen a lot of growth is in Woodruff. BMW is opening a second plant in Woodruff, South Carolina that will open in a few years. That has created a lot of new construction opportunities because they know that that's going to create so many job opportunities, and families are going to need places to live and they want to be close to work. And we're seeing that happen all throughout the entire upstate. One of the biggest fears that a lot of people share with me about purchasing a new construction home is that it's going to be too expensive. They think they should buy a resale home because it's going to be more affordable. When we look at the price per square foot, actually new construction was slightly cheaper in 23 than it was in 24. Now that could have been because we had so much new construction that's out there, they were competing with each other. There's a lot of different factors that play into that, but overall new construction is pretty affordable and it is very similarly priced to resale as when we look at average and median price points. Now, of course, there are opportunities to spend significantly more on new construction and spend significantly less in new construction. So it really depends on what your needs are. So make sure you're talking to a local real estate expert that knows the new construction world so that you know exactly what you can get for your budget and what your plans are. So I just barely scratched the surface of new construction here in Greenville. I've got several other videos which you can watch here on new construction. I'm curious to know, what do you want to know about the new construction world in Greenville, South Carolina? Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you.